Contrary to popular opinion, you don't need to wake up by 5 a.m. or dance on TikTok to be able to make money online. All you need is a laptop, some AI tools, and your lazy genius self. Because I'm a firm believer that you don't have to suffer to be able to make some extra cash on the side. And just to be clear, this is not a scam or those quick rich scheme. It is a simple, smart, low effort income. Hi, my name is Bola, a finance enthusiast, and on this channel we talk about all things personal development, financial stability, and lifestyle. And if it's what you're about, hit the subscribe button and let's get this video rolling. These days, with the emergence of AI, smart tools, we've come to see that it is not about working harder, but about working smarter. You can spot a genius idea, automate it, and let the internet do its thing. Idea number one is ebooks, but not in the old fashioned write 120 pages by yourself kind of way. So the idea is to leverage on artificial intelligence tools. So say for example, you give it a prompt like, oh, AI, come up with a 5 guideline on how to be better or on how to be more productive. So you head over to ChatGPT and give it a simple prompt, like come up with a 5 chapter book of 120 pages titled How to Be More Productive. And it gives you a whole detail for the book. And if you're trying to be more specific, because right here you just outlined the point and not in depth. So the next thing I did was to give it another prompt, which is now develop it more. So right now, the next answer after I give it the last command is going to be more detailed. And I still went ahead to tell it to develop the 5 chapters. So after that, you head over to Canva and you type in US letter because that's the format you would want your ebook in. And right here is going to display different formats. You're just going to go through and pick the templates that best suits your feel or design. And if you have the pro version, the better for you, because most times the high-end designs are usually in the pro version. So here I was just scrolling through to see the one that would best fit what I was going for. So I initially picked this black and white wedding US letter. Here, remember, if you don't know how to use Canva, there are videos and tutorials on how to go about with Canva, but it's a straightforward platform for designing and all of that artsy stuff. So you just go ahead to customize this template. Here I was still going through to see if there were better options as regard the design. You see, I eventually went back and then I picked this one that has a green and colorful artwork as the front page because I feel like it best suits the topic I was going for. It wasn't too serious, too playful. And I just clicked on that. So with Canva, you can play around every single detail of your design. The text, the graphics, the color, the pictures, and whatnot. So you can go ahead and also add more pages depending on the number of pages you would want your book to be. And you can also customize it in the color. So if you want the pages to be green, you could as well just leave it in green. But if you want it to be white, which is more professional, you can leave it in white and you can add as many pages as you want. So the first page being the cover page. And then you can add your table of content, your acknowledgement and introduction and all of that. So right here, I was just playing around the title, which is how to be more, how to maximize productivity. So you can edit it to whatever the title of your book says. Also, you don't have to go with the cover that Canva provides. You could as well get a professional graphics designer to curate something that better fits the topic you're trying to create. And because it helps with copyright when you want to print and all of that. So it's much better if you have someone that specifically creates designs for your book. But with this template, it is easy. Once I also went to search for ebooks because I felt like maybe I could get better options. So on the ebooks template, it was pretty much the same things that I saw for now. I wasn't doing anything serious, so I decided to still stick with this cover that I had here. And yeah, that was it. But I was still like looking through to see what I could edit, either the font or replace any picture there. And then I went over to save it. And make sure to click on PDF print, not standard. Canva gives you the option to either print in JPG, MP4 video, but make sure to always pick the PDF print. So once you click on that, it takes a couple of seconds and your book is ready. And once you have a solid content, head over to Canva and drop it on the ebooks template, and it does its thing for you. And the good thing now is Canva now has AI tools in the software, so you don't even have to do anything. But for starters, it might take hours to get the hang of it. But once you do, boom, you have a book that you can put up on Etsy or even Amazon. No shipping, no inventory, just passive digital income. This one is for you if you hate writing, but actually have great and amazing content ideas and just want to make some cool blog money. So you can use tools like Koala Writers or even Jasper. Just pick a niche. It could be finance, it could be comedy, it could be art, whatever niche you feel comfortable in, or whatever niche you could create like a solid content idea from. And all it does for you is to generate a whole article. And then when you're done, you put in your affiliate links like Amazon, Temu, Shein, all those sites that people would typically want to like visit or shop from daily. Quick trickles in over time, and every now and then it will make sales from posts you haven't touched in months. You don't have to bother about rent or even logistics. It is a good way to earn lazy money. Up next, we have YouTube without showing your face. Basically, another word for this is a faceless YouTube channel or YouTube automation. You don't film anything, you don't use your voice, you don't even have to show your face. This is how it works. Head over to Meta or ChatGPT and give it a command like, say, come up with a script for 5 ways to become a better person. You head over to Meta or ChatGPT, and here I gave it a prompt to come up with a 5-step guideline on eating healthy. And then it gave me a step-by-step guide, of which I'm going to go through to make sure it's detailed. Yeah, I asked it to develop it more, and then it gave me more details with regards to eating healthy. So you head over to Pictory, where you're just going to either create an account or sign in with your Google. Anyone. Here I signed in with my Google account, and then you click on text to script. So the heading is how to eat healthy. You head back to ChatGPT and just copy that note, and then you paste it here. And then it does the magic, right? You give it a couple of minutes. Well, not a couple of minutes, because here it indicated that it was going to take 3 minutes and 42 seconds to process the video. So you're just gonna wait for a little bit. Pictory also gives the option of a free or paid version, and of course you know that the paid version would always come with more functionality. So it has more tools, it has like detailed stock videos, no watermark most especially. So right here my video is already ready. You see the step-by-step clip. I was supposed to play this, but I forgot to play it. But these are the pictures and the stock videos that my video was going to look like. And it also had like some captions on the clips, on the individual clips. so that as the video plays, your audience is carried along as well. And you can also go ahead to edit. If you feel like a picture doesn't suit that particular clip, you could request for another picture. Make sure to go over your video and re-edit them before you upload. Do a voiceover or add stock images to it, and even add caption. These days, softwares like CapCut have like AI generated captions, so you don't have to type that manually. It makes things really easier. And so before, where you spend 5 hours editing a video trying to fill in the captions manually, you can now spend less than that. And we all know that time equals to money. Next, we have AI generated wall art that people actually buy. We've seen the prevalence of boho style themed interior design, especially within the YouTube space or even the social media space. So you know that that's what is trending, and that's the kind of feel people would typically want in their living space. So you could generate art designs online just by giving it a simple instruction or a simple prompt. People love this because you can download as many times as you want. All you need to do is take it home, take it to a printing shop to print. You will have your products. The last, which is probably the easiest of them all, it is selling ChatGPT prompts as a digital product. So you can start by organizing your favorite ChatGPT prompts, like the ones I use for my content creation, marketing, and planning. Then what you have to do is sell it as a package. You'll be surprised how lazy people are. I know this video is about the laziest, but people are lazy. Nowadays, people don't want to do any single thing. You could put up a video detailing 5 simple side hustles that you could do in school, and people will still DM you to ask you how to go about it when the video clearly states what to do and what not to do. So you can leverage on that. You've gotten the script on ChatGPT, make it into a PDF file on Canva, and put it on Amazon or Etsy, and people will be happy to buy them. Guys, if you made it this far, you're already part of the community. What are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button, like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.